Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fate Grand Order commentaries. I know I said we'd be doing the Jeanne Alter Lily Christmas quest, but I was told that this not only came first, but is sort of like the next step in the Jalter quest line. So we were going to need to watch it eventually. So before we get back to Christmas, which is strange to think about, it is nearly February. We're going to be going through the Da Vinci and the 7 Counterfeit Heroic Spirit events, which is one that I missed, right? But this will be one that we will get to finally experience, thanks to Jason Does Whatever. As usual, please click the link in the description, give a like, give a comment, give a view, so that we are not just simply stealing content. Also, I will replace the name Jason with Tanner wherever possible. So, let's head on in. I don't even know what this event's about, so this will be exciting. Other than potentially counterfeit heroic spirits. Lisa del Giocondo's Graceful Holiday, huh? Is that Mona Lisa's real name? I can't believe this. This is impossible. It's just not possible, but this is without a doubt me. Wait, no, this is me, and yet it isn't. The skill is not all there, but the passion is. The passion is forcing me to become more like me. Actually, I'm a little bit put off by this passion. The passion on this canvas, it's like wearing layers of coats in the summer with the heat on full blast and eating hot udon all at the same time. How do I know? That's because I'm always passionate. Anyways, back on topic. Curse you. Who would do something so blasphemous? I can't just sit around like this. At this rate, Romani will lecture me. This is a problem that could cause the foundation of humanity to collapse, thus creating a new singularity. Okay, activating emergency alarm system. Everyone assemble! So, she made a fake version of herself, which is very fitting for where the story actually goes, huh? Is this where the basis for Da Vinci Chan comes from? Hey, dude! Trace on. Yeah? I see. So this is how you create your twin blades. I was wondering how you get them back so fast every time they shatter. Foo foo! Foo foo! Yes. However, it's more apt to say that I create a copy that's not better or worse than the original. Oh, I guess this would make sense he'd be in this. No matter how similar it is to the real thing, it's never as strong. I guess fiction is too light to support the weight of reality. Although my projections must be similar to the originals. However, even if I create an identical copy, it's no more than reflections on the surface of water. They're nothing more than counterfeits, different from the originals. Hey, different in what way? It would take a while to explain everything, so let me skip that for now. However, that doesn't mean the counterfeits will always perform worse than the originals, if we're just talking numbers. If both of them perform equally well, it's not the objects themselves that decide which is better, but the audience. It's not a really nice topic for the people who made the originals. However, humans are a species that constantly aims for the future. The concept of improvement is necessary to move forward. Originals made from scratch are valuable, yes, but so are the imitations derived from them. You just want to use Buddy, you are just excusing those Gucci knockoff bags, aren't you? And hey, that's fine. Use knockoffs. Who cares? Who cares? Knockoffs are fine, as long as they don't blow up. My projections are just copies, but the imitations in this world are originals that have been developed further. What starts from one expands out into infinite possibilities and shapes the future. I see. That's very deep. Anyway, let's get back to cleaning the rooms. Master, are you keeping your room clean? Sometimes it's a little messy. Oh, you mean at Halloween and Christmas? Remember, one's room is a reflection of their mind. Well, my room's usually empty. In other words, you're the type that gets excited whenever there's an event. He's right on the spot, huh, senpai? Speaking of events... Fool! Emergency alarm. Something's happening, senpai. Doctor, is there an emergency? Sorry I'm late. What was the emergency alarm just now? You just got here? Wait, aren't you the one who sounded the alarm? I'd feel better if that was me, but it wasn't. Normally I'd be tuning Kalia's reactor at this hour. And who could it be? Testing. As this is an emergency situation, I have taken over the intercom. Attention all servants who can stand by and accept our master's recklessness with a smile. Empty your minds and come to my workshop immediately. Of course, you are to bring your weapons. Oh, Romani is annoying, so he can't come. You have 1 minute, now hop to it. Hey, what happened? It seems to be something she can't say for now. Anyway, let's head over there. But you're annoying. You can't come. Oh, there you are, as expected, Tanner. I knew you'd come too, Mash, and it looks like you've also brought, only Emiya. I thought surely 7 nosy servants would be lured here. I think once they found out the alarm was from the Da Vinci workshop, none of them wanted to come anymore. I, on the other hand, was already talking to... Tanner. Oh, he has the glitch too, so I simply tagged along. What? Am I really that unpopular? Of course. Maybe you should change that attitude of yours. I heard even Dr. Tesla can understand other people's feelings more. Romani, why did you come? I told you not to. If you tell someone not to come, of course their curiosity will get the better of them. What did you do this time? I may be a coward, but even I get mad sometimes. You misunderstand. This time it's not just my problem, but the entirety of Kalia's problem. This time? Excuse me. This time and every time, I am your technical advisor after all. Okay, there's no time. I will get to the point. I have reached the truth of this world. I at last have identified its lies. Hello? Medical team? You have a spare bed? We have a weirdo here who's gone insane. You're not going to listen? Then leave. Doctor, I know how you feel, but let's hear her out for now. Regardless of his personality, she is a universal genius Leonardo da Vinci. There has to be some truth in her words, right? Well, I suppose so, but that's what makes it worse. Yes, as expected from the hero of wrought iron. Nice save, Emiya. Never heard him called that. Makers will never forget how to respect one another. Maybe Romani should show more respect for me. That would be an issue, Da Vinci. Now, what do you mean by the world's lies? Right. First, take a look at this. Yeah? That's that craft essence that gives lots of money. This is... the Mona Lisa! It's truly the center of deceit. How could you say that in front of the greatest painting in history? Well, I'll admit I made a ton of money copying and pasting the same painting. She's admitting it, senpai! Well, anyway, this is indeed the craft essence Mona Lisa. Oh my god, it makes you money. However, this one wasn't made by my workshop. I could tell. It's very well done, but it's counterfeit. It's very meticulous, but I can sense anger from it as well. It's a step below the one created by Miss Da Vinci, which costs more than 1,000 mana prisms, a very valuable magical resource. I sense sarcasm in your words, but that's right. This is a counterfeit. To think someone would copy my Mona Lisa! I don't mean copy and paste, each was painted from scratch. That's amazing. I can't tell the difference at all. You can spot a poorly made counterfeit from the technique. If it's well-made counterfeit, you can naturally tell the difference from the aura it gives off. All creative works, not just swords, contain the ideals, emotions, and likes and dislikes of the ones who made them. If one is desperate, if one puts their life on the line to feel the same way the original creator did, it'll be hard to tell the difference. This Mona Lisa is incredible in its intensity and passion. Unfortunately, what's lacking is in the technique. It's a rare counterfeit that seeks to make up for its lack of skill with passion. Usually it's the other way around. Indeed. By the way, is your class artist? It's art... Sorry. There was a joke I was going to make. I'm not going to do it. It's Archer. What's wrong with this counterfeit? There's nothing wrong with having a passionate follower, right? Isn't that what all creators want? Actually, Mona Lisa hasn't been selling well lately. What? They did at one point? They do sell? They're the biggest hit from my workshop. But all of a sudden they stopped selling. I thought it was strange and went to look and found this. At first glance, they look the same and kind of have similar effects, but the price is only a tenth of the original. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say now, right? No one is buying Mona Lisa from Da Vinci? You're useless! The truth is so cruel, but that's what will happen at this rate. Right. So basically, an underworld broker is selling better craft essences for cheaper than Da Vinci's workshop. What's wrong with that? You're supposed to be in charge of Shiba and the summoning system anyway. No one likes the workshop anyway, so maybe you can just let the fake... I will straight up murder you, Romani. Oh, right. Sorry. Oopsies. My real personality came out. But back to what we were saying. Listen, who's ever making this counterfeit is undeniably evil. I don't know. It feels twisted, but the passion within it is pure. And so, Tanner, I want you to find out who's making these. And defeat them. No questions asked. Finding and arresting an underworld broker, that doesn't sound like Senpai's job. No, it most certainly is Tanner's job. I mean, whoever's doing it can only be evil. They must be the kind of demon that's filled with enough maliciousness to destroy this world. They're probably the strongest enemy you've ever faced, but don't worry, this time, I'll be going with you. Oh, this is your event. No, what are you saying, Leonardo? Talia needs you. If you're defeated, our effectiveness will drop by half. As the person in charge here, I can't allow that. You can't leave over something that doesn't matter. Huh? It doesn't matter, you say? Right. Art is at the core of your soul, huh? I'll get the race shift ready. Weak! That's Da Vinci for you. Alright. I had a pressure cooker running in my room. The beef for my stew should be done now. Okay, buddy. Hey, Emiya. Oh, it's too late. Emiya-senpai, you were trying to run, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Fine, I was. Just that I'm busy. I have to tune my weapons, clean my room, chat with that operator girl. Who? As you can see, a servant has many duties. Good point, but I've already finished cleaning all the rooms. You'll see, these events really aren't my forte. Let's go, Master. Emiya-senpai. Let's go on a journey to find the counterfeits. The more the merrier. Right now, the more sensible servants around, the better. I haven't had this bad a feeling since that space rocket. For Senpai's sake too, please. It's been a while since the rocket. So you're not asking for your own sake, but your master's. In that case, MASH is really growing up. Well done, MASH. We can suffer together. Of course. All I can do right now is keep you safe. Huh. Very well, I give up. I'll go with you. So, where are we going first? You must have some idea, Miss Da Vinci. Of course. Just leave that to me. Okay, Roman, I'm going to borrow the race shift for a bit. Don't worry. With Tanner's help, we can solve this in no time. About an hour, roughly. Off to the race shift we go. Wow, my first race shift. I'm so nervous. Okay, so this is definitely before Camelot, right? Now, after tracing and observing the Spiritron information on the counterfeits, I've concluded they came from these coordinates in this era. It's been so long since I stepped outside of Kalia. Feeling of dirt, the breeze on my cheeks. It's good to be alive, isn't it, Tanner? Come, let's go find that jerk who's making all the counterfeits. Da Vinci's really excited. He's been cooped up in her workshop until now. She's probably both an indoor and outdoor person. Let's start by heading for the town. The first thing we need is information. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the town. It's very peaceful and pleasant. Yes, let's start with something basic. We'll show the counterfeit to someone passing by. Yes, I understand. Excuse me? What is it? Oh, both of these two. Uh-huh. Get him! Roger! To be fair, that escalated quickly. Let's finish this and go home. To be fair, these two are very suspicious.
But is this some attempted arrest? Every fight has its reasons. Even if we are in the wrong, should you tell us why? Some truths can only be found through dialogue. Let's talk about this. That's how I win.
I already know that talking with you is a trap that we can't fall into.
What? Have we done business together once before?
So it seems. How sad. Trust is such a fragile thing. Quite the contrary. That's right, Master.
If conversation is impossible, I suppose I'll act like a politician and settle things by force. Because I'd like to get rid of the negative image that if anything bad happens, it's probably Caesar.
I agree, Caesar. I.P. Know exactly how you feel. I'm opposed to violence, but I will join in the fight. Don't worry. It's possible to brainwash them mid-battle. I want to say this loud and clear. We are innocent! Hey, making someone laugh before battle is not right. I almost dropped my staff. How can you honestly claim that you're innocent? Yeah, okay, yeah. You're not exactly innocent either. And then we beat them up.
We swear we're innocent.
Who are we gonna ask? Caesar, is that true?
It's true. Selling those counterfeits for cheap wouldn't bring in any money anyway. First, I tell the customers that I'm offering the real Mona Lisas and I buy up all the craft essences from Vinci. Why? Because as long as I've got the real ones with me, the customers will be willing to pay full price. Without having to worry about them being fakes, to just distribute the counterfeits for free like that. I swear to you on my very soul, I would never do something so wasteful.
This Caesar is also the real thing. Indeed, he knows that trust is the strongest foundation for a business. But I guess the two of them aren't behind the counterfeits. I'm sorry, we got ahead of ourselves.
Don't be sad, oh girl who is plump and firm in a different way than me.
Oh, calm down, buddy.
After all, we secretly race-shifted here because we heard about the rumors of the counterfeits. I thought I could use part of the services as a decoy and brought him here. I didn't expect to get caught before we split up.
It's embarrassing, but I thought the same thing. I was going to stand behind Caesar and use Sword P to get rid of them both and the counterfeiter. I think that mage over there needs to reconsider what embarrassing means. Anyway, for now, we're the ones asking questions. But have you tell us everything you know about the counterfeits?
We're sure there's a group of counterfeiters in this town. My money sensor tells me so. But there's one problem. I'm a servant. I'm told a servant is running the counterfeiter's workshop.
What? A servant? I see, that explains it. But who could it be? Michelangelo? Raphael? Or perhaps Donatello? Shut up. There's so many. Him? Oh, wait. No, wait. I'm stupid. Like, here's the thing. I was gonna be like, oh, we're making a Ninja Turtles reference. I forgot they're all Renaissance painters and, Leonardo here. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. There's so many. Him? Her? Who? I could guess what kind of relationships Leonardo da Vinci had in life.
I don't know who it is myself. The workshop is here. Go pay them a visit.
Okay, thanks. Off to the counterfeiter's workshop, everyone. I was gonna say, wow, it looks like the exact same workshop, but that's just because it's the back one. The innocent boy. Okay. We're almost there. I'm picking up multiple enemy signals. Be careful. Oh yeah, no, this is the exact same. Ah, looks just like my workshop. And it's not just the Mona Lisa. You're right. The Annunciation, the Vitruvian Man, even the Last Supper. They're better preserved than the ones that exist now in 2018. What's this? Is that your manuscript? Let me see. Yep, this one's mine. However, this one's a counterfeit. This one is the real one, and that one over there is a fake. Master, I can't tell a difference at all. It does all look real. Ah, me neither. Right, I doubt even the counterfeiter will be able to tell either. Manuscripts of Leonardo da Vinci stretch for thousands of pages, and that's just what exists now. It also uses mere writing, which means making a counterfeit must have required a ton of effort. I can understand the reason behind the Mona Lisa and the other paintings, but why the manuscripts? Okay, let's take them all with us. Huh? All of them? One or two wouldn't be a problem, but to take all of these back with us. What a pain! If you take them back for me, I'll trade them for items in my workshop. Let's get to it! Say no more! Get them loaded up, even Mash is into it. You guys change your mind fast, huh? Sorry to interrupt you when you're working, but I'm seeing enemies. Be careful. Enemy signals detected. They seem different from normal enemies. Don't worry, in terms of strength, they're no different than regular enemies. Let's do it. I don't even know what we're fighting. I'm seeing a servant. It's close. Thanks, Doctor. Huh? Oh, what is this? It's a servant, but it looks a little crude, like parts of it are patched together. Crude? A shadow servant is literally a fake, a shadow modeled after a heroic spirit origin. This is just something very similar. It's a well-made spirit origin down to the details, but should we call it a counterfeit? Yes, that's exactly right. That explains it. No wonder something didn't feel right. In other words, you're not exactly a pure servant. Alexander the Great. Yes, that's right. We're counterfeit heroic spirits. We're servants, yet we are neither pure servants nor pure heroes. Go easy on me, okay? So beautiful. His smile is so beautiful. The spitting image of an enchanting young boy. Any opinions as an artist? I'm in love. I'd like to Huh! Please calm down! What the frick? I'm in love. I'd like to draw his naked body. All right, calm down, Raita. Have you seen how Raita draws Alexander? Like, here's the thing. We always make joke about how Raita draws women, but if you haven't seen it, please look at how Raita draws Alexander. It's insane. It's okay. No, I want to get naked and draw him. I see. Doing it in dimensional rifts so you don't bother anyone. Okay, Alexander. Tell us who made you and what your goal is. I won't hurt you. I may not look like it, but I'm a man who understands counterfeits. You're lying, mister. You're gonna hurt me, I know it. Once you get the information, you'll kill me in a heartbeat, won't you? What kind of barbarian do you think I am? I'll capture you, but after that, it's up to you. For one thing, your body is... No, I won't say it. I'm sure you're well aware. Yep, no need to bring that up. I don't worry about that kind of stuff at all. What's required from me now is innocence and purity. That's what will bring peace. On the other hand, that also means all she wanted was my abilities, without any unnecessary elements. But I guess that's fun in its own way. Yes, she? Who can that be? Too bad, that's a secret. I mean, right now I am a talented little stepbrother who adores the big sister living with him. Oh no, okay. Oh, this is what we're doing? Huh? I'm sorry, what? It's so romantic, isn't it? To be honest, I didn't quite get that backstory either, but it's a very girly wish. Come on, mister, it's time for war. That intensity, those words. If you are a counterfeit, you're the man who will someday become the king of conquerors. Very well, let's fight him, master. Okay, this is going in a direction I didn't expect. Like, at all. I guess that's it then. I figured it would be hard to actually win. To get so close and still be so far. That's what's sad about being a fake, isn't it? That's not true. was a fight between servants and you lost. That's all. As expected. Real heroic spirits are always so amazing, huh? Oh, how I enjoyed that. A young man, his trained biceps pushed to the limit. Wonderful. Vinci's being weird. Look, she may be real, but look at her. It's fine to worry about where you came from, but stupid to compare it. Whatever. Thanks for the nice speech. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know, I guess. But all I can really tell you is your next destination. There are counterfeit workshops all over the place. They're spreading fakes of Da Vinci's works little by little. But I don't know what her goal is, not unless I think I know who her is going to be. Why? Because my job's to be innocent. I haven't been told anything about what goes on behind the scenes. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, but it would be rude to tell. Roger. See, you're not going to talk no matter what. We're in a hurry, but do you need me to finish you off? Nope, I guess. I hate sympathy. I don't. Neither does she. I'm a fake, so I'll just disappear when my expiration date arrives. Oh, right now? Dang. Master, Is this supposed to be serious? A bit, yeah. King once said, "Don't give objects hearts." Perhaps that was his way of being kind. Okay, all done. Pretty boys are the best. Did you just finish? Like a fairy that's all exterior and no interior, elegantly flitting about the world. Oh, how I hope that it can express even half of his beauty. I don't think Da Vinci's going to be able to help us with much, Master. Emion is our hope. Emion. Leave it to me. I never have big successes, but I always get the job done. Anyway, I'm not sure I like the name Emion. Yeah, it's very weird. Why would we do that? All right, counterfeit dandy. Dandy? Is it going to be Shakespeare? Who could a dandy be? So, this is our next stop. Isn't it a bit cold? We're in the north after all. Are you okay, Master? My reindeer experience is helping. I see. Your reindeer experience. Reindeer? Reindeer, Santa, storm, drifting, death concert. Help me, death concert, Okeanos. My head. Okay, I get that reference now. Seeing enemies. Looks like they're trying to surround you. Well, let's break through. We'll hit the enemies where their number is few. Is everyone ready? Let's go. He just wants to stop thinking about that concert. Hey, Roman, analyze this homunculus for me, would you? You always make me do everything, don't you? Fine, I'll do it. I see. This one's different, too. It's similar to a homunculus, but different. Another counterfeit, huh? Alright, let's get moving. Now that we've confirmed this homunculus is a counterfeit, we know we're heading in the right direction. Counterfeit homunculus would be an insane band name. Holy crap. Oh, hey, there you are. Hey, original heroic spirits. Does this mean you're another counterfeit? You too, Hektor? Well, servants are basically counterfeits to begin with, so it would make me happy if you would just let me go. That's not possible. You're still spreading the counterfeits. Are heroes of justice always this stubborn? How about it, Master? I think you're likely to be a bit more flexible. Tell me what your goal is. My goal? My goal, huh? Well, if I really have to say, it's to pat her head. Huh? I don't understand what you're talking about. My job is to spoil her. The role of Hektor is a friendly, free-spirited older man who's back from overseas who may or may not be related by blood. Okay. The last part's a bit weird, man. Listen, there's always a twist where it's like, hold up, this is actually a problem. Wow, wait, where's the overseas part coming from? Stop it. Delving into vague backstories is a good way to get burned. Basically, she wants someone who cares, someone gentle and sweet who does whatever she says. First Alexander, now this. Seems her master must be a bit of a spoiled child. A spoiled child, huh? Isn't that kind of what makes her adorable? When a spoiled child is demanding, it means they're testing your trust, and they're doing that because they're scared. Isn't that kind of cute? Huh. A dandy-type heroic spirit who spoils you, huh? Yeah, it works. No, stop it. Get some help. That aside, these particular counterfeits are unforgivable. Look at these Mona Lisas here that just got finished. What I hate isn't the skill, it's the passion. Skill-wise, it's still just an inferior copy, but the passion is real. She's not trying to imitate me. Instead of putting in the passion to imitate me, she's starting to put it towards surpassing me. Oh, so you noticed, huh? Her skills are a little inferior, but when mixed with her passion, they make it seem like the real thing. It's the type of counterfeits that you can't just ignore. I assume you're ready, Hektor? Right. I figured this was coming. Well, that's fine. I may be a counterfeit, but I'll give it my all. And then we killed Hektor. Fine, I lost. This is as far as a counterfeit can go. No, Hektor, you didn't lose because you're a counterfeit. You lost because you're weak. Wow, aren't you harsh? Well, that makes me feel better. All right, next time I challenge you, I'll be stronger. See ya! He may joke around, but his spear was sharp and struck hard. Carelessness could have meant our end. The way he talks is an important part of his defenses. That's why the great hero Achilles kept his distance. A passionate counterfeit, one that seeks to surpass the original. Well, that's what happens if you do it for a while. Most counterfeiters eventually end up like that. They stop making copies and even trying to become like the original. They try to surpass them. I'm not sure who their master is, but I'm sure her feelings are real. Da Vinci, is there anything else you can learn from those counterfeiters? Or counterfeits? Huh, lick? She licked it. From the taste of the paint, we should go to the beach next, maybe? Is it salty? Beach? I don't want to see you licking it. That's gross. The humble yet powerful dragon slayer. This one's going to be Siegfried. Absolutely. What does the beach have to do with that paint? I tasted calcium carbonate. Maybe they made some of the paint from shells. So we're here at the beach. Now, who's that fake servant behind door number 3? Call that one. That sorry-looking fella right there is Siegfried. Fella? Wait, Mash, don't get too close to him. He's a counterfeit. But that's Siegfried. He's the humblest, meekest, and most polite saber in the entire world. Even if he's a counterfeit heroic spirit, that shouldn't change. That's right. I'm very sorry that we have to fight. No, No way. No way. Someone showed him Borat. Phew! Tanner and Fu are freaking out. I'm surprised too. What's wrong, Siegfried? This isn't like you at all. I can't help it. I'm a counterfeit after all. If the original is humble, I must surpass it with my pride to defeat my opponents. For one thing, isn't it rude to tell someone you're sorry when you're not? He's right. A very arrogant comment, but he's right. He's a counterfeit trying to surpass the original, but he's still kind of humble at his core. I think that's just who Siegfried is. I'm the strongest dragon, descending on a beach beneath the crescent moon. I've nothing to apologize for. Instead, be bold, be bolder. That's what she whispers to me. She, huh? And it's not like she has something against me, right? Or actually, I don't think she does. If she hated me, she'd be a little more clingy or sticky. Yes, it's best to say that she's dry. Dried up fresco. Lasts for a century, but will never change. That's why you're the most famous artist in the world. You're very perceptive. I commend you for that. But that doesn't mean I can tell you anything. No. You're my enemy. I'm not sorry at all. Kindness towards an enemy can only be shown if you have the strength to spare it, and I do not. Now let's fight, Tanner. I've got no reason to, but I'll stop you with everything I've got. I'm so... Gotcha. Sorry, I messed up. He was a tough opponent, but we won, Master. No, I'm the one who won. What? I tricked you, but I won't apologize. Because it's only natural for a warrior to try and trick his foe. It's nothing to be ashamed of. He said that with such confidence, like, what are you gonna do? Oh no, this is bad, Mash. Activate your noble phantasm now. What? I am the bone of my sword. Okay. Counterfeit the cool guys of arts and science. Okay. Cool. Is this arts and science? That's it for them. I never thought you and I would team up. Highly unlikely, even for our originals. It's for her sake. We have no choice. Also, I would never want to pair up with that. I agree. Quite vexing. First of all, the fact that it's impossible to communicate is quite a problem. It's not that she can't perceive data from the five senses. It's that she doesn't. Oh, what? It's not that she's blind or deaf. It's that she doesn't try to see or listen. The trouble is that she possesses top-class abilities. Well, never mind her. Looks like they're still alive. I don't think either of us held back. Should we have used our noble phantasms? It's not just that demi-servant Mash. Even the mysterious archer's a shield-type noble phantasm. Appears we underestimated them. Siegfried's loss is unfortunate, and I'm sorry we dragged him into this. Now, precisely because he was defenseless, we were able to lure them into this trap. He would have wanted this. I guess that's it for me. I leave the rest to you. I can't believe this. He may be a counterfeit, but to think that they would use the great hero Siegfried as bait. Mash, you okay? Yes, somehow, I deployed my noble phantasm just in time. Oh, that was close. You're a jack of all trades, aren't you? A bowman has many talents, and so do our opponents, it would seem. Careful, Master. I know who they are. One is Arash, a great hero of ancient Persia. The other is the gifted hero Arjuna, a legend in India's epic poem, the Mahabharata. Even if they're counterfeit heroic spirits, they are far more powerful than us. Arash and Arjuna, both were heroic spirits who lived during the Age of Gods. They're going to attack. Don't hesitate, Master. Even after sacrificing Siegfried, we dealt them almost no damage. Nameless hero, I do not know who you are, but I respect your ability. Your strategic error was to try to kill us without using your noble phantasm. Of course, Arjuna aside, it's not like Arash can use his noble phantasm here. This is quite vexing. Very vexing. If I use my noble phantasm, I'd make that child so sad. He gets carried away. When she only means to curse at someone, she spits at them too. Then she's filled with self-loathing when she realizes that she's made the same mistake again. She may be our master, but she is quite simple in that principle. That's how she will act. Quite undesirable, really. I'm the only one who should make her weep. Counterfeits. Her, Hey, you two, can I ask a question? Oh, and what would that be? I don't mind answering if it's something I know. I'd like you to tell me about the relationship between you and your master. If my speculation is correct, both of you were assigned a role, yes? You're quite perceptive. What was your role again? She was using some kind of slang like soon or sadistic or something like that. Soon sadistic? Slang, I think that means... I shall explain my role once and only once. I am a very sadistic science major upperclassman who gets all lovey-dovey when it matters most. Okay, that's tsundere there. Sadistic? Who gets all lovey-dovey when it matters most? Upperclassman science major? Yeah, the white coat does give that vibe. Such a simplistic thought process is quite plausible. So, what about you, Arash? Sports guy? Me? Hope you'll find mine surprising and amusing. I'm the older childhood friend who's a humanities major and lives next door. Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting, but looks-wise it makes sense. Older childhood friend? Humanities major? And lives next door? Well, we're on the topic. Siegfried was the friendly class celebrity who, by coincidence, sits next to you in class. Oh my god. So listen, if this is who I think it is as her, it's a really good thing we're watching this now. Because listen, I don't know much about Ordeal Call 2, but what I know makes me go, huh. Anyways, class celebrity. That's enough. You live this life. At any rate, both of you were born as counterfeit heroic spirits and assigned specific roles. Alexander, Hektor, Siegfried, Arjuna, and Arash. Each of you consoled your master in your own way, showering her with affection. So that's why you were summoned? However, whether it's for money or some other objective, your master has been pirating my works. You're a bit off the mark, but close enough, I suppose. Arash, isn't this the time to pretend like you know a little less? It's no big deal. We're done whatever we're supposed to do. The moment our master began to forge counterfeits, she was no doubt aware how it would all turn out. I don't quite agree. Whether Chaldea wants to track down the counterfeits or not, their priority right now should be restoring the foundation of humanity. It's unnecessary to solve an issue that wouldn't even turn into a singularity. In that case, you there, that master, won't you make a deal with me? It's clear that we're stronger. If you withdraw now, we won't attack you. I think it's a fair deal myself. Master? Tanner, it's you who must decide. We'll obey your decision. I guess this is it. It bothers me that so many counterfeits are being circulated. But it doesn't make any sense to put Tanner at risk. I agree. I'm sad that my works will remain obscure, but I guess it can't be helped. I mean, humanity is at stake here. If there are no human beings left to appreciate my art, well, what's the point? Art is only a visual depiction of the world's phenomena and truths that are already as beautiful as they are. But art is how I make my living. It is the reason for my existence. I was born for art. So ultimately, as long as no one interferes with my artistic work, I am content. If anyone loudly condemns my work to be a sham, I can proudly claim otherwise. I can say I am the one who created this work. Da Vinci. Romani, sorry to be so selfish. Prepare to race shift. Okay, well, I'd expect no less of a conclusion from you, Leonardo. Wait a second. Oh. Master? Don't race shift. Why? I told you I'm fine. I can create new works of art. I want to see Da Vinci's real works. You heard that, Da Vinci. Our master can be quite reckless. That's just how Senpai is. Either way, I'm not that weak to a point of asking my enemies for mercy. Arash, Arjuna, ready your bows. Your master's quite bold. I wish we could provide you with some of our master's sensitivity. But a battle is a battle. We won't hold back. So you don't need mercy from us, huh? Such an endearing fool, but you've made a grave mistake. My name is Arjuna. With this arrow, you will all scatter like a flower's petals. Oh, damn it. I lost. I don't think I pulled any punches, but... So Counterfeit's utmost effort wasn't enough to defeat an original, huh? No, authenticity is not the problem here. We lost to you, and that is all. I suppose we don't have to run around the world anymore. She's at an art museum, right? No, I'm not about to confess to that. Arash is right. You should find that out yourself. Leonardo da Vinci, history's greatest artist, known worldwide for your works. Right. I don't want you to meet her. However, if you do happen to run into her, witness the truth with your own eyes. We've come this far. All that's left is go meet the boss. Will you come with me? Of course. I see. One more thing. Thanks for what you did earlier. It's kind of awkward to directly thank someone. I can't believe I'm seeing this. Vinci seems to be embarrassed. Doctor, do not ruin a nice moment. Please, shut up. Frou. Anyway, you agreed. You'll see this through with me to the end, right? It seems my role this time is to ascertain the authenticity of her works. By the way, Da Vinci, you mentioned an art museum. Which one exactly? Oh, come on. Surely you know where my Mona Lisa was originally on display, right? The Louvre.
Yeah, the Louvre.
If she's not there, then I'll give up without complaint. But for now, let's search thoroughly. Phew! At the Louvre. That's also where Rohan Kishibe is. Before he went Gucci, the father troubled over his rebellious daughter. Okay. I have an idea who this is that will confirm who it is, if it is. So this is the Louvre. Senpai, if we have time to spare later... It's a date, it's a date, it's a date, it's a date, You freaking coward. I hate you, Jason, sometimes. Yes. A stroll through museum? I'll lay back, master. Well, don't worry about it. If you have the time, it'd be good for you to enjoy the art here. However, nothing on display is authentic. Although you should still be able to enjoy them since they're well-made duplicates. Real talk, a museum date is a really good date idea, and this is going to sound so gatekeepy, but it's a really good date idea because you can go on a date with someone and see where their level of, like, art literacy is. Because if you just go and you don't talk about, like, the paint thickness, you don't talk about the themes, you don't talk about the history of the art, then you know they're not the right one. Because let's be real, you don't want to date someone who thinks reality TV is real. This sounds so shallow to say, but it's sort of like the whole debate that happened recently of, like, what if you take a girl to a movie and the movie's too advanced for her, and would that ruin the date? It's like, no. You want to have someone who's, like, a real person, you know? Take her to weird movies. Take her to art museums. You need to date someone who can think, you know? I could not date someone who could not interpret art, and that sounds really bad to say, but I stand by it. Well then, Roman, are there any servants? Scan complete. The counterfeits are definitely there. If you continue going straight, be careful. You'll probably encounter enemies. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Yes. Master, your orders, please. Boom bam, fight him. A counterfeit heroic spirit is coming. This malicious aura. Oh no, that's not who I thought it'd be. Now that's a familiar face. Jeanne d'Arc. Yes, I'm not surprised. As long as she's there. Oh yeah, he'll be there with her. What are you babbling about? My name is Jeanne d'Arc. I am a sad father who was loved by his daughter when she was a kid, but is now hated by her since she became a rebellious teenager. I am Jeanne d'Arc, who gets shooed away with compliments like, Dad, you smell like an old person. Oh, yeah, no, I get where she's coming from, though. Thank you for your vivid description. I deeply sympathize. Thank you, my sweet young lady. Oh, if only my daughter had your kindness. But so it goes. This is also fate. If this is the stage that child envisioned, I must resign myself to that fact. I don't think she had any intention of sharing that information with others. Enough, Jeanne d'Arc. We have nothing to ask of you. If you stand in our way, we will cut you down. Ooh, is that right? However... Finally, I have a question for you, Master. Why do you interfere with us? If Leonardo da Vinci's counterfeits are a problem, we'll persuade that child to forge someone else's works. I beg of you, please don't interfere with us. We have to meet her. Right. Marshal Gilles de Rais. We know her identity. We simply want to understand her motive. Well, it's possible that we already have a rough idea, but to go into bouts of fury, despair, and contempt by merely imagining others' motives? I can't give my approval.
Agreed. In any case, we cannot avoid a fight. Whatever her purpose is, doesn't change the fact that she opposes us. No matter how touching her wish is, we must first defeat her if we are to reason with her.
I see. In that case, we shall be your opponents. For that child's dreams and wishes. We 7 servants were created to fulfill them after all. Let the counterfeit surpass their originals. Let falsity overpower truth. Even if we're branded as spurious, false, or specious, we still exist now in this place.
What? Half of those words weren't real.
Oh, sorry, but she's all right. She is not a lonely girl who had faith foisted on her and was forced into seclusion. She is not a warrior who continues forward even while bearing wounds that won't heal. She's not a moralizing saint. No miracle will happen, no revelation. Even though she was just a counterfeit, she's trying to spread her wings out in the world as an individual. I dream of the eventual day when we shall meet again somewhere far away. Farewell.
And all that's left are her and one more.
We know who she is. It's the other one that's the problem. If I had to guess, I would say someone like Karna.
Dojiro Sasaki is also a possibility.
What about Leonidas? You know, the protect with all his might type. Nope. Really? Master, who do you think?
Teach?
Teach? Remind me who that is again?
Blackbeard. Edward Teach, huh? I see, that makes sense.
No, wait, it can't be. There's no way. Oh, Blackbeard? That's impossible, Master. Did you receive a blow to the head?
Yeah, not gonna be Blackbeard. Is it gonna be like a fake us?
Oh, wait, the Valkyrie moving towards the day after tomorrow?
Valkyrie?
Quiet.
I heard voices. It seems she hasn't noticed us. Since she's a counterfeit, she's probably weaker at detecting servants. We might have a chance to ambush her. Let's move in slowly.
Right. I'm sick of this. How? How did you end up like this? I'm so happy to think you would care about me this much. Wait, who? Enough, get off of me.
We go on 3, 2, 1.
Got it.
3, 2,
1.
Don't move.
Oh, just get away from me. Oh, my love, my Sigurd, please yell at me some more. Okay, that's not what I expected at all. But it also makes sense. Pretend we didn't see anything. Final battle! I would appreciate it if you did. That is her new Avenger sprite, so yeah. I'm surprised you made it this far. I suppose you picked up the limited traces left by the counterfeits and they led you here. At your feet. That's French. What is that? Wait. Tag. I've never heard that French before. To Google. Tag. Ule? Oh. It is literally one of the most offensive and aggressive things that can ever be said in French. Because, yeah, ta means your. It literally means shut your mouth. Right? Now, this is interesting because it doesn't directly translate. Right? Because guel is, it literally refers to the mouth of animals, the mouth of a carnivorous animal. Huh. That's interesting. That's a really interesting thing for translation. Anyways, that's basically a swear in French, you know? Shut your mouth, she says. She flew out into the distance. She really put everything behind that kick. All right, let's get back on track. Oh, I'm sorry, what's that sound? Don't tell me. Oh, is she back? Brunhild is crawling back here like a scene from a horror movie. Dude, what? Hey, calm down, Brunhild. Aren't you supposed to be the type that whispers in a beautiful, melancholic voice and charges forward? What would your loved one think if he saw you like this? What are you talking about? Eep. Pardon me for that weird sound. Seeing her up close sure is impactful. She's the only one I love. I accept her love with all my body. What is wrong with that? You heard her. So was your kick an expression of love? Of course not. Not even close. Damn it, why is this happening to me? All I did was make a simple wish. Among my 7 followers, it'd be nice to have a woman. Okay. Hey, listen. Love is love. This explains your relationship with Saber Alter a lot more. How'd that get twisted into me getting a woman straight out of a horror movie calling me big sister instead of master? Love. It's love. Everything is love. I told you, I'm not looking for that kind of love. This pain, this impact, it sends a tingling sensation down my spine. I see love can be painful. Well, that has some truth in it. Please ignore this for now. I will do that. I figured you would sniff me out. But you came faster than I expected. As always, that nose of yours works like a dog, Tanner. We haven't seen you since Orleans, eh, Jean Alter? I thought you were gone for good. Ha! I mean, technically Christmas, but it doesn't matter how twisted my birth was. Once I exist as a concept, it's impossible to get rid of me. True, even if something born in this world gets destroyed and disappears, the fact that it was born will never be erased. Oh, like, I'll remind you. As expected, faker. However, that alone shouldn't be enough. Gilles de Rais wished for your existence, and the Holy Grail made it happen. The Holy Grail was recovered, and Gilles de Rais was defeated. There was almost zero possibility that you could be summoned again. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. The possibility of me being summoned again was infinitesimal. After all, nobody wanted me. The one hero who wished for me was dead. Except for him, I rule by brute force, so no one wanted me brought back. So I inverted the idea. The one woman who would never wish for me, the other half of me whom I hate and despise. I managed to flip that idiot's wish inside out, and somehow that's how I was reborn. So forceful. It's like a fictional villain materializing into reality. It's a rule-breaking technique made possible by the fact that the heroic spirit Jeanne d'Arc is unbelievably popular. Yes, I accept that. I'm without a doubt a counterfeit, an abysmal possibility born out of her mercy. But this world is full of lies. The world approves of the existence of counterfeits. No one says a counterfeit must not surpass the original. Alter, you're dissatisfied as a counterfeit. Want to surpass the original? That's right. I won't repeat the same mistake made in Orleans. At the time, I was no more than a machine made to reject her. I'm a counterfeit. So what? Want me to hide in the shadows? Ha! No guy would ever do that. Even if I'm a counterfeit, there are no rules saying I can't make a name for myself in this world. I'm Jeanne d'Arc. Many people imagine that a death like mine warranted vengeance. I'm a witch who fell on account of that. I am, beyond a shred of doubt, one aspect of Jeanne d'Arc. I'm an anti-hero born from the dark abyss of murderous intent and hatred, an Avenger-class servant. Avenger, you say? She's right. She doesn't fit into any of the 7 classes. She's also different than Jeanne's ruler class. Get up now, you pervert. Yes, I've had my fill. And now I'm going to kill you. Prepare yourselves. This spear will not overlook the fact that you're big sister's enemy. Oh, it's also good for giving her acupuncture. I'll never let you give me a massage again. Look what you did to me. I was gonna keep my mouth shut, but let me correct you. Listen, Holy Maiden of Vengeance. What do you want? Talking like that, you must be a womanizer. Alright, now I won't hold anything back. You summoned 7 counterfeit heroic spirits. No, you made them. That was revenge for Oleon, yes? But this time, your wishes are mixed in there. Why are most of the counterfeit heroic spirits handsome men? Why didn't you rely on your general, Gilles? The answer is clear. You just haven't realized it yourself. Deep inside that consciousness is a desire to be the protagonist. Nonsense. If that's the case, then how do you explain this perverted woman? What? Perverted? What a passionate comment. Die of dehydration. Love is painfully hot. Even I understand. I'm sure you just wanted an honest friend who's the same sex as you, right? Annoying. You people are truly annoying. I'm a lone avenger. The counterfeits are the only pawns. If I don't like them, I'll crush them without second thought. Come at me. I will show you a counterfeit can surpass the original. Here she comes. Your orders, please, master. See, this is great because I'm finally fully understanding her sort of arc, you know? Somehow we managed to take down Bernhild, but... Right, Jeanne Alter is still a threat. We just need one more push. You can do it, master. I failed. Master, sorry I couldn't be of more use to you. Don't worry about it. I can tell from watching your struggle up close. Your lack of ability is my responsibility. I wasn't able to summon you into a proper form. Why don't you blame me before you die like the others? Well, you still don't get it, do you, Master? I enjoyed myself. I had so much fun. We're counterfeit heroic spirits. We've been able to indulge in the vice, masochism, and folly that our true personalities would never could. Thanks to you, Master, I've had a ridiculously good time. You gave us so much pleasure. Why would we blame you? The emotions you gave us, the fictional backstory, they're no more than a starting point. We began there and fell in love with you along the way. It pains me to say it, but this is the end for me. Goodbye, big sister. It's weird for you to call her big sister. Everything about that doesn't fit right in my brain, but okay. So one left, huh? Tanner, how do you think we should solve this commotion? Think about that. By hitting her with servants that do good damage? I don't know. Final section, the Avenger who turned her back on original works. This also makes her whole Dojin arc make full sense, too. Pains me to say, but this is the end for me. Goodbye, big sister. We're doing it one more time? Huh, what a joke. It sounded to me like she was being honest. It's a joke. I created the 7 counterfeit heroic spirits as pawns for my amusement. They have no respect, affection, or trust. After all, we came into this world as fakes. Even with your back against the wall, you haven't realized your true feelings. Unbelievable. Dark Jeanne d'Arc. Let's set aside counterfeit paintings and sculptures. As far as counterfeit heroic spirits go, you're on the right track. You said your goal was to surpass the original. But you've already created counterfeits that surpass the originals. After all, the originals are bound by their sense of heroism. Tanner, don't you agree? Yeah, none of them complained. They were kind of having a good time with it. What are you talking about, a good time? Don't make me laugh. Couldn't have been fun. Listen, I'm Leonardo da Vinci, creator of many original works. Do you think I can't tell whether something is genuine or fake? They sincerely enjoyed themselves. Well, more than the original servants at that. They had concern for and deeply care about you. What Tanner said is important too. This is a master who's been through many scenes of bloodshed. He said it best. There was nothing false about those counterfeit heroic spirits. Look, even if you don't believe me, you can believe Tanner, can't you? I don't know. I don't understand any of this. I mean, there's nothing lovable about me. Listen, you are slightly more chubby than the regular Jeanne. That's all I need. I have no charm. I'm a helplessly twisted little girl. All I have is power, so much you want to throw up. Can you blame me? That's all I have. Driven to seek revenge, and it's all that I have. Yes, that's okay, isn't it? Huh? Whether you're lovable or charming or worthy of being a servant. You've given a lot of thought to those things, but your conclusion is confusing. Since long ago, you've understood. You're a girl who burns with vengeance. You should have gone big with that wicked power of yours. You should have become an anti-hero. And then, you should have been summoned here like that as a servant. Huh. After all this time, I wouldn't have the nerve. I would welcome you. Welcome to Chaldea. Think about it, you half-wit. Whether you're a heroic spirit or an anti-hero, Tanner is the perfect 5-star master. So, what are you gonna do? Okay, a little bit of a silence treatment. Are we just staring each other down? Uh-huh. It's my loss. You admit defeat? I'll admit my defeat with one exception. I admit to an inferiority complex over that holy maiden. I admit to a craving to be sought after. I admit to having smoldering hatred in my heart even now. And I admit that no matter how much success I achieve, how many lives I save, I'll always be an avenger who's never satisfied. But even so, with all the sins this hopeless avenger has committed, if you still wish for this strength, this flag of hatred, I'll respond to your summon, last master of the world. Master, you did it! Then let's go home. Now, let's begin our final battle to the death. Huh? What? Demi-servant, why are you looking at me with those wide eyes? We're gonna fight. Huh? But didn't you just surrender? No, I did no such thing. Don't tell me you thought I would just go off to Chaldea with you. I did. Or at least I didn't think a duel to the death is necessary. It is. After all, you people defeated my pawns. As the one who stands above all counterfeit heroic spirits, I'll never back down from a fight. I'll fight with all my strength. That's non-negotiable. After all, I'm an exceptionally wicked heroic spirit. You think I'd let someone who defied me get away so easily? Sheesh, just what we need. Someone with pride in being an evil leader. Only one thing to do. Give up and fight, master. But look at the bright side. This will be our last fight with her. But... Tanner, Master. I'm sure you already realize this. She needs this fight more than anyone. If we blew it off here, she would have a lifelong grudge against you. I mean, put it this way. Scary as she is, you would hate for that to happen, right? Okay, well, get ready to fight. We. Yes, that's it, that impudent expression. How many times did I want you to make you kneel in Orleans? How many times did I want to trample you? It's time to hit the dirt, originals. Here come the remaining enemies, too. Mash Curiolite, ready for combat. That wasn't enough, huh? Well, that's okay. It was fun, just like that horror movie woman said. I had a lot of fun. That's why this story and I shall end here. This is so vexing, but that's fine. The future me will form a bond with you. The current me will have a hearty laugh and go off into the sunset. I'm sure that future me won't have any memories of being a counterfeit heroic spirit. So, the current me at least wanted to make one last memory, so I wouldn't be lonely. I guess it's about time. Good. You've embarrassed me enough. You'd better take full responsibility. Goodbye. Okay. And then this leads to then the one we summon. Master, we've recovered a fragment of the Holy Grail. Just as Elizabeth retrieved a Holy Grail fragment back in Orleans, it seems Jeanne also had a fragment from somewhere, also obtained one from somewhere. Her elimination is confirmed. Now there's no more danger of counterfeit proliferation. Good work. You can come back now. Although you could also retrieve the remaining counterfeits. Master, you were right. Sometimes there are people out there who just need to be defeated. There are people who can't admit defeat and move on until it's too late. She had to be defeated precisely because she gained the qualification to be summoned as a servant. Yes, that's right. There are people in this world who need to be defeated before they can move forward. Well, shall we go home? For a shut-in like me, this turmoil was quite a lot to bear. I think you should get some exercise once in a while, Da Vinci, instead of tinkering with your strange inventions all the time. Huh? I use an exercise bike in my room, so I don't particularly need more exercise than this. Why, I got a clear understanding of just how athletic you are. I think you were good at close combat. As soon as we get back, King Leonidas and I will come up with a training menu to make you fit enough to stand on the front line. I don't want a total muscle-building menu. If I get muscles, I'll lose this golden ratio. Don't worry, a little training will send you to the front. I bet you're looking forward to that day, Master. A bulked-up Da Vinci. You can forget about that idea. I'm not ready to go anywhere. Unless something dire happens, I'm not going to the front. Keep that in mind. And that's that. That is that. Please don't look at the video in the middle. Listen, okay? There's reasons that these are my recommended videos that I'm not gonna say, okay? No, that was good. That was a good little event. I do appreciate, again, how, one, you guys hinted that I should look at this before I move on to the main story because, yeah, this is actually, I can already see from what limited knowledge I have of where we're going in the main story, this is important as a foundation. So, yeah, we'll get to that. But first off, Christmas! We're going to do the final Christmas that we haven't done and finally be all Christmas caught up. Thank goodness. We will do that, guys. Next time, once again, go to the description, click on the link, give it a like, give it a view, give it a comment, and we will see you guys next time for some more with the Christmas event. So we'll see you then. Ciao. Yo.